Okay, fourth graders, I'm going to talk you through how to create your pick collage number 2. And your focus for this slide is going to be geography and landforms. You can see right here. Before you do your pick collage, you're going to want to go into here. Click here for facts. So we're going to go ahead and click on there and open that document up. So in here, it's going to give you just an overview of Wisconsin's geography and different landforms. So your job is to read through here, okay? And you're going to be picking different landforms and a body of water that you can share in your slideshow. Okay, I'm not going to read this to you. You can either drop an image of an actual specific place or just different kinds of landforms. Maybe you want to do the Apostle Islands. Maybe you want to put down that Lake Superior is in the northern part of Wisconsin. Maybe you want to talk a little bit about the different lakes. So you're going to choose 2 landforms and 1 body of water. If you want more information, just go ahead and do a Google search of Wisconsin geography and bodies of water. We've got sandy beaches, we've got bluffs. We know that we live in a beautiful area that is pretty unique, that has different bluffs around. So I'm not going to read this with you, but I want to make sure you read this before you do the pick collage so you know which ones you're going to choose. So I'm going to click out of here. Let's go ahead into our module rubric. Here we go. So your job today is to do geography and landforms. That's the title of your collage. And this is what you need to include. Okay, so let me go ahead and go into Pick Collage and we can create one together quickly. All right. So I'm going to go down to the plus to create a new one. I think for this one, I'm going to choose a little different grid. I think I'm going to maybe choose this one. There we go. I'm going to do a title slide first because I know this has to be geography and landform. So I'm going to go down to text and type in geography and landforms. I kind of like that font, so I think I'm good with that. Make it a little bit smaller. And I believe if you go to color, we can change that text. Maybe I want to do blue. All right, so there's my title. I think I'm going to do for my landform, I'm going to do the bluffs. So I'm going to go to web image. I'm going to type in bluffs in Wisconsin and see if I can find a really neat picture that looks like from around this area. Ooh, kind of looks like Devil's Lake. So I'm going to do that, hit the check. And I kind of like it right there. I think I'll leave it right there. I need to have another landform. So I know that Wisconsin, according to that article, we do have, we've got different kinds of islands. Whoop. So I'm going to do islands in Wisconsin, like the Apostle Islands in Door County. So I'm going to go right here. We've got Goose Island. So that's a body of land surrounded by water. So you can consider that a body of water or land. But I'm going to make that one and let's move that a little bit. I'm going to slide that one over, put this one back here. All right, so then I'm going to do Lake Michigan or actually I'm going to do the Mississippi River because that is a large part of the geography that we live in. So I'm going to do, you could do different lakes, you could do different rivers. And there we go. Ooh, there's so many to choose from. I think I'm going to choose this one. And then I'm going to hit the check mark. And I'm going to use my finger to slide it down. There we go. Oh, lots of barges in this area as well. All right, so one of your jobs is to also add text. So for this one, I'm going to do, down in the bottom, text, and I'm going to do the Apostle Islands. I learned about that in the article. Make it a little bit smaller, and I can't really see that, so I'm going to go down to the paint palette and change that color. I think I'm just going to do black. There we go. And the check mark. And we talked about this as landform, which is specific to Wisconsin, which is bluffs. And I'm going to change the font on that one. Let's do that. Maybe the color. Maybe I want to do brown. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and just move that where I want it. Hit the check mark. So I need to do one more. So I need to go back to text and do Mississippi River. Mississippi. Oop. And I think I'm going to change the font on that one, spice it up a little bit. Let's do that one and change the color maybe. Let's do green. And that's a little bit big for my slide, so I'm going to just shrink it down a little bit. All right, so I'm going to go to the rubric and make sure that I have everything I need. Oh, I need to move that a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to hit done just in case and save to library because I don't want to lose it. All right, I'm going to go back to my rubric and make sure I have everything I need. All right, so we are on slide 2. 2 examples of Wisconsin landform, 1 example of a body of water. So I do indeed, and I've got all the text that I need. So I'm going to go back into my library and make sure it's in there. And there it is. I've got my title, my text, and the different elements. All right, so that should be in your library for you to drop into Buzz. So like I said, you might need to do a little bit more research on geography and landforms, but hopefully that link in the Week at a Glance, let me just pull it up for you here. Whoop. That will help give you the facts that you need. There it is. Okay, so remember your first job is you need to be reading this before you do your collage. That's your research piece. All right, I can't wait to see your collages.